Today I'm at one of my favorite places for wildlife. I'm at Middle Creek Wildlife Refuge. It's been a little bit since I've been out hiking. Kind of had some back issues. So this is a nice easy day. So I was here a couple weeks ago with my daughter. Saw tons and tons of snow geese. I'll post some of the video on there. It's absolutely incredible the amount of wildlife that's here during snow geese migration. And swans, I don't think I've ever seen so many swans. I mean, there was 200 swans in the side of the lake up here, so it was crazy. So so I'm going to be walking around a little bit and taking you with. Thanks. So this is Willow Point Trail. This is the main trail down to the main observation place down here, so the pavilion and stuff like that. So this is where I brought my daughter a couple weeks ago, and I'll show you a couple of the videos I took down there when we came out. So cool little path, nice easy walk. So this is the first place we're going to go today. A bunch of snow geese just took off. So apparently they're still around. So I'm headed back to the van now. That's the main observation kind of lookout over there. There was a nice couple there that were looking at some birds. There wasn't really much to see there. A couple straggler snow geese. But through my field glasses I did see an eagle. I'm not sure if it was a golden eagle or a juvenile bald eagle. It's a little too far away to see. But had a lot of white on it, a lot of brown, a lot of white and brown. It was beautiful. It was just way over there on the opposite side by the visitor center. So we're gonna walk back. I heard a pheasant here walking up. It's the first time I heard a pheasant since I was a kid. So maybe we'll catch a glimpse of him. So far there's a ton of stuff out. So red-winged blackbirds and goldfinches and a couple little barn swallows flying around. Of course the geese and the squirrels. So alrighty. I always see wildlife when I come out here. It doesn't matter what time of year you come out, you always see stuff. It's one of the coolest places, coolest things about this place. So great place to bring little kids. You know, they're almost always guaranteed to see a duck or goose or something. So we'll head back to the back to the van here, and we'll go to another spot. There's our pheasant right there. He was making noise earlier. He's kind of peeking through. It's really cool. I haven't seen one since I was real young. Here he comes. Beautiful bird. He's just kind of sitting there. Beautiful bird. This is where the flock went. They're kind of All enjoying the farmer's fields. A couple little waterfowl. We got something. Lots of ducks out today. So up behind the visitor center is the conservation trail, which is the next little trail I'm going to be walking on. So this goes up in a loop down through the swamp that's down there. We'll show you that a little later. Another really cool thing for kids, I mean, a lot of the trees and things are labeled, so it's a good thing to bring kids out and be able to identify things, you know, so they know the difference between laurel and rhododendron when they're older. Side joke. Anyway, so yeah, this is the conservation trail. So from up here you get a pretty good layout of the lake. Down there's a visitor center. A lot of the trails and stuff go down that way too. There's a ton of trails back here. I haven't explored even half of these. But yeah, so there's the lake and little duck ponds. And out there is our white patch of geese flock we were watching earlier. So there's a kestrel sitting up there. Really zoomed in. Just kind of looking for stuff. Looking for things to eat. Cool bird. Trail is lined with these convenient little arrow markers. It makes things easy. And this isn't a hard one. Like I said, I didn't want to exert myself too much today. So I decided on an easy thing. So it's nice up here. When the leaves are down, you can see a lot further. It's a well-maintained path. So the trail comes down then off the hill and goes past these fields. Usually they're all like grown out as like a propagation area, but they have them all cut down now for some reason. And then it heads down into the swamp area. So it's a nice cool day. So, you know, a little bit warm, not too hot. And it's starting to sprinkle a little bit, but it's not supposed to like flat out rain, so hopefully it doesn't flat out rain because I don't want to get soaked. But anyway, it's starting to drizzle pretty good as I'm coming down in the swamp area down here. What's really cool is they have this boardwalk set up through the swamp, so that way you don't get all mucky. Hopefully it doesn't turn much more than a drizzle because, I mean, come on, seriously. It's already doing more than it was supposed to today. But, yeah, so, pretty cool little boardwalk. Let's see if we can see any frogs or turtles or anything. Just like any place else, last couple of months, like there is a ton of trees down from that giant blizzard, nor'easter, windstorm thing that we had. I mean, you can't walk a couple feet without seeing just a massive amount of trees laying down. So, definitely did its damage. Lots of skunk cabbage starting to peek its way through. That's how you know it's spring. So, just reading an article on them not too long ago about how they generate their own heat, which is pretty neat, in the pods that they grow. So spring is here. So the trail comes out and to the lower side of the visitor center up there. So we're gonna go down here and we're gonna go across the street. There's another little loop that I like to take sometimes. You can see cool little stuff back there too. So we're gonna go down here, go across the street, see if this pond has any water. There's a pond down here too. Last couple times I've been here, it didn't have any water in it, so we'll see what we can see. Well, last couple times the pond's been empty, so I think it's not a pond anymore. So we're gonna go across the trail here to what's called the Spice Bush Trail. That does just a quick little in and out loop. So we'll check it out. See if we can see any other wildlife. There's another little boardwalked loop trail. So the only thing you got to worry about is when it rains a lot, this place is crazy. And during the summer, the bugs are a little crazy. So, but like I was telling you before, they have these cool little labels that tell you what the trees are. So it's a good place to bring kids to learn how to identify trees. So if you have like a scout group or know somebody who's in a scout group, it's a good place to bring them. You can see plenty of wildlife. You can identify plenty of trees, even without the leaves on them. So it's a neat place. So that was the end of the loop. Came down here to this little Y. That's where I started off. I'm gonna head back down this trail here and then up to the van. So all in all, it was a pretty cool day. Saw a lot of wildlife. It's definitely one of my favorite places to come. I didn't kill myself, so you know, I'm not hurting, which is always a good thing too. So that's about it. I'm heading back up to the visitor center where I parked my van right now. If you get an opportunity to come up and check out the visitor center, it's pretty neat. Has a lot of interactive things. Tells you a little bit about what they do. I'd show you a little bit, but it's closed today. It's Easter, so which is why I picked today, because I figured there wouldn't be a lot of people out here, and I was right. So I only ran into a handful of people. It wasn't too crowded, which is always nice, especially when you're trying to find birds. So we're heading out. So thanks for going with me today.
It has to have a Webkins in it somewhere.
That's insane. Slow down.